Swish. Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Like what? The middle.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Harris has it over the middle.
Rodgers pass.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On the pickup.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
8-yard line.
Now the former Sooner, this is Rodney Anderson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That one goes for 24 yards. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
No, 319. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Check him out.
Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
At the 29-yard line.
Let's go, D. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
On first down, Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. A running play, it's Dowdle. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Rico Dowdle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They run here with Dowdle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
4th down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route.
Prescott's pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and 5.
10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. That is caught at the 7. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try and run down here with Irvin. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Loss on the play.
Now Prescott. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
To number 14. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
That's out to the left flat and complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter, almost like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the 2nd quarter.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
A About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
This one caught left side by Cooper. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 30,
I'm only going to be able to carry it
20,
so far.
10, touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 95 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there.
That is nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 19. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to it after the pick six. Prescott leaping, and he makes the grab. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And a Cowboy first down.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper.
Prescott's pass.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, screen play, Anderson. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's going to air one out and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
This is taken at about the 14, and he's out right at the 25. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
For the point after.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Rico Dowdle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
48-yard line.
On play action, now Rodgers. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 3, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Ball carrier.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
36. You got 58.
Again, Anderson.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short.
A gain of 2 brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
55 is my guy, 55. It's been a long day for you. Switch. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. Back to the ground. Anderson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Anderson, the ball carrier. Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 13.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
55. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Boom. I
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Now the rookie second-round pick, it's A.J. Dillon with it. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes. And while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Zadarius Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Prescott from the gun. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
And it's third down.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Quick throw complete. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Rico Dowdle with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Packers 28, Cowboys 21.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He goes underneath for Anderson. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They run. Anderson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Back at the 22-yard line.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41. Here I come.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Rodgers pass.
Picked off by Anthony Brown. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Pass. Complete to number 30.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Dowdle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And Cooper's got a big game going. That's complete again. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in height. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown.
To number 19.
Amari Cooper hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That will tie the game 28-all. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
41 Mike, 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. And keep it up, keep it up. 41's the Mike, 41's the Mike. It's our time, it's our time. Mike 41, Mike 41.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Let's get off the field. We got 36.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
84.
23 yards, the final tally. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the Packers' 7-yard line.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers to the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
28.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Deontay Harris on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Hey, 41's Mike, 41's Mike. You better bring it. You better 50. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. 41 Mike, 41 Mike. You can get it.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Packers on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. On play action, Rodgers. Flush to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers. And no, it's incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
On downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14.
Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take...
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers making the catch is Sternberger.
Rodgers pass.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 15 yards.
When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger.
That's good.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Rodgers on
I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. What's the run?
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One final try now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Dallas, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.